Oh, you already started?
Hi, Tigre, Personal Wings. I'm here with Captain Pickett at San Felipe, Mexico. Mike, Sierra Foxtrot.
He's just too tall.
And we're down here to get our, can't remember all of the
Authorization, it's Authorization International Única. Yes.
It's your only permit that you are going to need for your aircraft to come into Mexico now, starting 2024. And it gives you 6 months, 180 days of allowing your aircraft to come and go as many times as you want. And that got rid of the single or the multi-entry permits that Mexico used to have. So we're down here, San Felipe. We love coming here because the comandancia and all the people here are super nice, super chill. It's never really super busy, which is nice. And they hope it can become more busy with more general aviation and flights down here. So come down here and think about visiting San Felipe.
Yeah, it's got a great place. We love the people down. Luis, Danielle are the inspectors of the comandancia, and then administration. Everybody's easy. It's an easy taxi ride into town if you want to stay, have a great lunch down by the water. It's great food. And so we'd like Tigre said, we'd like to come down here and help. We were in La Paz yesterday doing a permit for another one of our planes, the CJ3, and they were awesome as well. They were really cool. So anyway, we love to fly in Mexico. We really encourage people to come down whenever they can. So it's always great, of course, to fly with Tigre. Tigre and I are down in San Felipe, Baja California, and we're with Luis, one of the comandancia inspectors. So there's a new process to go to Mexico. And a lot of people were kind of worried about it, but it's really relatively simple. And in some ways, it's easier than it was before. So previously in Mexico, you had a single entry permit and a multi-entry permit, also called multi-entrada. So the single entry permit meant if you came to Mexico, you parked your plane, you could leave the plane there for 180 days and it goes. It's kind of like a tourist visa idea if you think about it, for 6 months for your airplane. You could also buy a multiple entry permit, and that permit then allowed you to come and go all calendar year. It's the same price, but it's two different processes. So what Mexico started was a new process effective January 1. Regretfully, the memo didn't come out till the end of December. We got one fresh off the press from the Mexican government that said, hey, we're eliminating the multi-entry permit. We knew about that before. We had heard rumors for the last few months. And then they were going to a single document. Initially, that single document indicated that was going to be a single entry only, no multiple come and go across the border. Well, that changed over the weekend, much to the support of a lot of people, including Baja Bush pilots and the Mexican government itself, the AFAC, which is like our FAA. What they now have done, and this is January 5th, we actually, yesterday, Tigre and I went to La Paz in our CJ3 and got a permit for that. We came down today in our Turbo 206 to get one for our 206. So we came to San Felipe because we work a lot with Luis and Danielle and everybody that's down here. They're strong supporters of Baja Bush pilots and just pilots in general. It's a great place. You can get taxi into town, have lunch and so forth. So the new process, and it's changed the name. So now it's the Autorización de Internación Única, which means authorization for international operations in Mexico. And so this basically replaces now both the multi-entrada and the single permit. So what they did, they modified the memo over the weekend, which is great, right before the January 1st. So this document now allows you to come and go for 180 days, basically with 6 months. We're gonna be plus or minus 1 or 2 days, but 6 months. And so it works like a multi-entry permit, except just for 6 months. The cool thing is it appears right now that if you got the permit in August, instead of expiring at the end of December of that year, it'll actually cross a year. So let's say you don't get your permit until August, it'll actually go good into the first couple months of 2025 if you did it this year. So the process is really cool. The best thing is to plan ahead. You've got to send it down to the airports, to the airport comandancia at least 2 days before you arrive. That's best thing, because then when you come down, it's virtually done for you. Or if you have a handler, they can do it as well. So Luis was kind enough, and Danielle, he's not working today, but we've worked with him before, to create the document for us. So he did it, and so we go through the process, and it has all the stamps and the receipt. You always make sure it has a receipt. So there's the document here, and then Then, of course, back here, we also have a list of pilots. So this is and if we first did the arrival, it would have a list of our pasajeros, or our passengers. It's important to have that information down because technically the permit is only good for the crew that's on the permit. So Tigre and I came down. Somebody else takes our plane down. Some airports, they may require them to get another permit. So you just have to watch out for that if that happens, and you go somewhere and you're renting somebody else's plane, or you're flying somebody else's plane, or you're contract pilot, they may require you to get an additional permit for that crew. Doesn't always happen, but you just have to be prepared because technically that's what's required. Alternatively, you can go through and you can put in multiple pilots on the list, as many people as you have licenses for and so forth, but you've got to have that information. So the process is very reasonable. It's a little bit over 2,100 pesos. Some airports vary, because of the extra work they have to do, because they have to go get the receipt and everything else like that. So it's still really reasonable. San Felipe right now, $140, and other places about the same. And then you can use that for 6 months. And it's incredible. We loved coming down here because they're just great. As I said, they're great supporters of general aviation, and they're just super nice people down here. And now we have that permit. Then we've already given our passports to immigration, and then we're going to go down over to the dispatch, and we will close our flight plan, and then have the one all created for our next destination. We have that all pre-ready. In fact, Luis was nice enough to do the flight plan close for us, the other form that he has here. So he's done a lot of work to help us. So it's a great way to do it. If you want to come down, San Felipe is a great place to do it. Frequently we'll come down and get our permit here, and we'll hang out here, do things, or next time at least we'll have it for the next trip. Sometimes they have fuel here, so you always got to check. Sometimes they don't, if you need fuel. So then now we're just going to head out to go up to Yuma, clear customs over there. Great, easy place to clear customs, and then cruise around, eventually get back to San Diego. So anyway, we wanted to explain the process, and so appreciate your help.
It's a pleasure to attend you always, to every one of people to decide to enter by San Felipe and use this airport for international today.
And it's nice. The tower's helpful. The military's great. And everything is really nice to work at. It's a nice airport. It's a pretty place to come down. So great. Gracias, Luis.
Thank you for you also. But always I want to prefer to San Felipe.
Yeah, we do. That's why we came down. We were in La Paz yesterday. They were really nice. But Tigre said, hey, let's go to San Felipe today for fun. See you guys. Do our permit process and try to help pilots explain that.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you again. Thanks again for watching Personal Wings. Tigre and I will sign off, and then we'll head out to Yuma and then head on home, as I mentioned.